Good Thursday morning to you. Thanks for joining us. I'm Laura Garcia.
And I'm Chris Sanchez. I'm in for Marcus Washington. We want to get right to our top story, that brush fire that started last night in the East Bay Hills. This morning, crews remain on the scene as first responders continue to monitor those conditions and look for hot spots. We do have live team coverage this morning. Cynthia Pimentel is monitoring those conditions near the fire as more windy conditions are expected. But today in the Bay's Bob Redell is at the scene near the Antioch Fire. And Bob, updates on containment and those power outages?
Correct. There are some power outages, public safety power shutoffs by PG&E nearby Clayton. I'll have more on that in a minute. Also expected more in Alameda County this morning. But first, we're on Mallard Way here in Antioch, and this gives you a sense of how dangerous this fire was last night, because you're looking at that pink fire retardant that's all over the street here. It's on some homes. You can probably see it on the roofs up to your right. And then if you come up here to this Mercedes, this driver unfortunately left their sunroof open. They got doused last night. We believe the fire retardant dropped by CAL FIRE was actually meant for behind the homes. A firefighter was telling us they believe that the wind actually blew it onto the street. But the firefighting efforts were successful. As you look in the background there up Mallard Way, you can see the burn scar. That's the remains of a 290-acre wildfire. It's 50% contained. It's out, but the containment issue being they're trying to dig lines around this, so they got about 50% contained. We saw firefighters up there earlier in this morning. So it was around 7 o'clock last night that this wildfire started. Again, 290 acres, fueled by dry grass, strong wind gusts. People around here said moved very fast. Again, no homes burned, but some backyard fences were lost. People who live up the hillside were evacuated at one point. We're told 4 residents were also transported out of the area with symptoms of things like smoke inhalation. We just spoke to a woman who lives at the very end of the street where the fire burned her front yard.
We were sitting down watching TV, and then I told my partner that I smelled smoke. And then within, I'd say, 20 minutes, the fire came from over the hill. And then the police came to our door and told us we had to leave. So we walked out with the car keys and 2 dogs, and that's it.
But that mandatory evacuation order's since been lifted. People are back home. They're actually driving by us throughout the morning headed to work. Now, because the conditions are so hot, dry, and gusty, PG&E has already shut off power for 73 customers in Clayton, which is not far from here. That happened just before 5 this morning. They could also be shutting off power in parts of Livermore sometime between 9:30 and 11 this morning. The utility says there could be more public safety power shutoffs affecting fewer than 1,000 customers, but these would be largely focused on more rural areas of Contra Costa, Alameda, and possibly Santa Clara counties. Reporting live here in Antioch, Bob Redell, Today in the Bay.
Wow.